Everything's broken into chapters, and every chapter opens with one of these nifty little slow-mo things. Those words zipping by under the chapter title are the items on your to-do list, so get busy. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is jump off the building. I mean it, just jump. Hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something dangerous and life-threatening, would I? Come on. You always do what people... Huh. I guess you're smarter than you look. Good for you. So, let me tell you a little about swinging. Every time you press the swing button, you'll shoot a new web line. There's all kinds of fancy stuff you can do, but let's take baby steps, shall we? Now that you're out and about, why don't you swing around for a while? You know, do your thing. I'll check up on you later. You're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, I'm back. For the next lesson, let's talk about... Hey, what's going on down there?
Stop, thief!
Well, that's convenient. The arcade just got held up and the robbers are driving away. What are you gonna do about it? Looks like playtime is over. Put all the stuff you've learned together and get into action. Swing after the car. Use the desk... Looks like the robbers are escaping on foot. Go teach them about justice. You know, by beating the snot out of them.
The Spider-Man!
I mean, this isn't a civics class. What do you expect?
Yo, not cool.
Spider reflexes. Nice. In this mode, you're faster than the bad guys. You'll see attacks coming from a mile away. You can even do different, more damaging moves.
Ah! Ooh! Ooh! Oh, man.
Want to see something cool? Sprint after that last robber by holding the sprint button while you run, and hold attack when you get up to the thug. That move is called sprint uppercut.
Yo, the web slinger G.
Nice going. Now get back to the arcade owner. You know, you should check out some of the games he's got too.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Listen, if you ever want to play some games, come on by. It's on the house.
Bring up your zoom map for a second, would you? Great. This map is real useful. You can see destination markers and all kinds of other useful locations on it. Check it out when you get lost. But you'll never get lost, I know you. Destination marker for the first Spidey store just appeared. Go buy the speed upgrade, then we'll move on. And if you won't, then I'm done. If you're charging your jump as you skid along a wall, try releasing jump. You'll do a jump off the wall and retain a lot of your forward momentum. If you hop up in the air and press the attack button, you can do a nice spinning kick attack. It's a pretty good tactic for getting out of the way of an attack and attacking at the same time. After a few trips to the Spidey store, you're going to have a mess of moves to try out. You can pull off a lot of them just by pressing different combinations of buttons. Every hint marker in the city is a direct line to me for a special piece of information, advice, or I don't know, what have you. Oh, and you'll get some hero points too, in case you're into, winning. You know, there's over 200 hint markers scattered around the city. And if you actually manage to hit them all, I'll be impressed, because that means you need a lot of help.
Hey, I'm walking here.
So, I'm supposed to tell you something about sticking to walls. Let's see here. Oh, I got it. You can stick to walls. You're Spider-Man. Yippee skippy. If you do the old tap web to disarm trick on a thug with no weapon, you'll blind that sucker and send him into full-blown panic mode. This is great fun at parties, too. Say there, Bunky. It's your game and all, but I'm thinking you'd have a lot more fun if you picked up that swing speed upgrade. It's in the Spidey store in case you forgot. Spidey stores are located all over the city. Make it a point to check in every once in a while, especially when you find a new one. They have all kinds of great stuff in them, and let's face it, what good are all those hero points you're earning if you don't spend them on something? Am I right? If you press the sprint button while you're swinging, it'll make you swing faster. How much of a boost you get depends on when in your swing you press the button. Play around with it. Check this out. If you hold sprint while you're skidding along a wall and press the grab button, you'll start sprinting along the wall. It's pretty cool, and nothing beats jumping off a swing line, hitting the wall, sprinting along it for a few seconds, and then swinging off again. Try it. That flash around your head every time someone attacks? That is your spider sense letting you know that it's time to hit the grab button in order to dodge. There's a sound too, so there is really no excuse for getting hit, okay?
Freaking
Don't forget you can follow
superheroes.
that blue
Think they own the
destination
place.
marker to get to the Spidey store. That swing speed upgrade is just sitting there waiting for you. While you're jumping off buildings and swinging around, don't forget to stop yourself before you hit the ground. I mean, after all, you may be a superhero, but that doesn't make the ground any softer if you hit it from 50 stories up. If you press and hold the web button while you're facing an enemy, you'll tie him up. Careful though. Some enemies can't be tied up, and some will even turn the tables on you.
Keep away from me!
You know, if you do a charged jump while you're crawling, you can scale buildings a lot faster. Don't forget you can follow that blue destination marker to get to the Spidey store. That swing speed upgrade is just sitting there waiting for you. You know, one of the hardest things to get used to about swinging is that you're always a little out of control, but don't freak out. If you panic, you'll just end up making things worse. You know, as cool as crawling is, sooner or later it's going to start feeling pretty slow. Hold the sprint button to speed up your crawl. Boy, that sprint button is pretty handy, isn't it?
Hey, buddy! Come